Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Yesterday, the Houthis from Yemen seized a commercial vessel in the Red Sea. Some said it belongs to Israel, some said it doesn't. No crew member belongs to the state of Israel, no Israelis, and the crew as crew members. But the vessel seems to be owned or at least rented by an Israeli billionaire. I have here a video provided by the guys from Yemen with how these guys succeeded in seizing this vessel. I will turn off the sound because I don't know what they're saying and I don't want YouTube to allow me to give you too much freedom of speech here. So let's go to Sputnik, where I got this one, and it's from 2 hours ago, on the 30th of November 2023. Watch Houthis seize Israeli billionaire-owned cargo ship using chopper and speedboats. This is one of the frames of that operation, and let's read a little bit here, one or two, how do you call these paragraphs. The Yemeni militia effectively opened a second front against Israel last month amid Tel Aviv's ongoing military operation against their quote-unquote Palestinian brothers in Gaza, conducting a series of attempted drone and missile strikes on Israeli targets 2,000 kilometers away. Over the weekend, the militia upped the ante by seizing a suspected Israeli-owned ship. So let's see first where this occurred. So we have this map from the Middle East, and you have Israel right here, you got Yemen right here, and it might have occurred by Yemeni coast. You see this little really narrow strait. This is where the Americans, after all this, will have a military base right here, I suspect. So the Yemenis launched missiles from here towards Israel, but the Americans allegedly intercepted them somewhere over the Red Sea. So let's go back to the article. So the nearly 4-minute video shows a helicopter with large Yemeni and Palestinian flags painted on its rear approaching to within a few feet of the Galaxy leader's deck, after which black balaclava-clad commandos armed with automatic rifle pile out and carefully advance across its deck in tactical formation. So this is the video. As I said, I will not play any sound because I don't know what these guys are saying, and since we are living in a yellow submarine, I don't like these guys to tell us what to do. So here it is. I hope it doesn't have any sound. All right. So that's the vessel. And here is the helicopter doing very good piloting. The pilot is very good. You see the wind comes from straight ahead, so it's maybe a little bit to, I don't know, 2 o'clock. And that's a little bit harder to keep it under control. Strong winds, as you can tell. The vessel has high speed. And what else we got here? Let me just get this like this. Look how carefully it lands right in that square between those rails and whatever it's up front. Now these guys are landing not under fire, which is obviously easy. It seems like they all have new shoes. They have Kalashnikovs, obviously, and they're dressed in new clothes. So that tells us a lot, according to what I can see here. So yeah, nobody shoots at them. They all get in, take over these guys. The crew is obviously unarmed, doesn't oppose them, and that's the way they take over. They're gonna go down there. You can see the Galaxy leader, and I remember, you see, they're very tough because nobody opposes them. This reminds me of a movie, if you remember that, 1973, I think it was, Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee. And in that movie, it was a scene where He is in front of, I think he's in real life used to be one of his students, Bob Wall, I think it was, Bob Wall. And I remember that Bob Wall shows up to face Bruce Lee and shows up with some boards, very thin boards, and he keeps them up and pam, and breaks them, pam, and his Bruce Lee's answer was yes, but the boards don't hit back. Same with this magnifique attack on this undefended commercial ship. I would like to see the Houthis doing the same thing to an American destroyer for a change. I guarantee you that will not happen. Now, this is the video. You're gonna see they hoisted the Palestinian flag over there on top of this big ship, and I guarantee you that the Americans will react for Israel, and the Yemeni Houthis will have American missiles coming their way in no time. I'm pretty sure they are discussing at this time what would be the right way, and the right way, I guarantee you, in the name of free navigation and order, all that rule-based world order. Here are the flags. The Americans will hit these guys hard, and that would be a good pretext for the Americans to open a new military base, as what I said, in that little corner. So this is it. So in this little corner down here. So they will do it. That's what I think is going to happen. So always take advantage of an opportunity, and this definitely is an opportunity for the Americans. There's no doubt about that. Not only for the Americans, but what would you do? I mean, after all, let's say commercial vessel. It's not a military vessel. If it's a private individual's vessel, rented or owned, the cargo goes from here to there, whatever. In the previous article that I read regarding this issue, supposedly this was coming from Turkey, going to India, or from India was coming to Turkey. I think it was from Turkey to India, but nevertheless, that was the route. Why would it go from Turkey to India? I have no idea, but doesn't seem not plausible. So my friends, the Houthis, I think they sealed their fate with this last attack on these guys. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.